everybody, welcome back to another highlighter Dazzled or Disappointed. I feel like there's 2 or 3 that I'm a little bit behind the times on, and that is because time has gotten away from me, and so many people, because these products have been so popular, so many people have been posting YouTube videos, so I feel like they've been coming up like crazy. You may not even need this review, but I figured I would put it up anyways, and that is going to be on the new Smashbox and Casey Holmes highlighter palettes. I have used both of them and kind of have some thoughts for you, but I first want to give you swatches. Again, you've probably seen this already, but we'll just go ahead and go through it, and that way if you haven't watched a review or you are interested in these and are looking to see if you should pick them up, hopefully this video can help make that decision for you. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So the box comes in so it's not too big. It comes in a gold box, very, very pretty. It has Casey's picture on the back. Very, very pretty, and I had not noticed this until another YouTuber pointed it out. I was watching another video the other day, and it's true, it's a picture in her house, and I think that's nice. You can see she's in her makeup room, so that's really cool. So I picked these up because, as I've told you, I love supporting people, following their dreams, in this case, YouTubers who get to collab with these big brands. I think that's really amazing because their dreams have come true, and it's nice to be able to support that. So that is what they look like from the box, and of course, you probably already know this as well, but it comes in pearl and gold. I wasn't sure that I really should pick up the gold because a lot of times golds are too dark for me, but I did want to review them both for you, so I did grab both of them. So let's just go ahead and start out let's start with the pearl. So the lighting, in fact, let me compare them. So you're going to see that the lighting on the pearl, or the picture on the pearl, is lighter than the one for the gold. The gold is a little bit darker. This kind of looks a little more champagne. This looks more true gold. So let's just go ahead and go into this. All 3 of them for both, or I guess I should say both palettes, have the same names with the exception of pearl or gold. So for example, you've got Turn It On Pearl, Crank It Up Pearl, and Blow a Fuse Pearl. And then you have the same thing with the gold. The Turn It On, Crank It Up, and Blow a Fuse. So the way this is supposed to work, one is, and everybody will say this as well, Casey's always been open about texture on her face, so she had mentioned that these palettes, or these products, were not going to emphasize texture. So that is kind of nice. I really don't have texture, however, I have a lot of pores right here, and a lot of products will end up emphasizing those pores. So let me go ahead and give you a real quick rundown. So you've got the Turn It On Pearl, which is supposed to be, this first highlight is supposed to be the most subtle of the 3. It's the one that gives you the more natural glow, the one that if you're not really into a full-on really glam highlight, this one is the one you'd want to use. And then you go to Crank It Up Pearl, which is more of a little bit more intense. You're taking it a step up from the natural highlight, and this is going to give you a little bit of a more intense glow, a little bit more, it's going to be a little more obvious on the face, a little more sheen. And then you get to Blow a Fuse, which is supposed to be the I guess the most, not pigmented, what's the word I'm looking for? The most intense highlight. So it is also a well-known fact that this one does have glitter. So if you're not crazy about glitter, then this isn't going to be for you, because this one does have glitter. So that's the way these are supposed to work. I know that it's also meant to, you can kind of layer them together. I'm not really a fan of layering different ones. I like to use one and that's it. Let's go. But that, a lot of people do like to layer, and so I do know that people have been doing that with this. So let me just go ahead and give you swatches. I will say that the first one, so as I swatch, I'm giving you my thoughts. So the first one is very, very smooth, and so is the second one actually. You get to the third one, it's a little bit grittier, a little bit, not chunkier, but definitely a little bit grittier. So this is what the 3 look like. So again, you have got Turn It On Pearl, you've got Crank It Up Pearl, and Blow a Fuse Pearl. So that's what those look like right there. Let me give you the 3 swatches. So again, you've got Turn It On, Crank It Up, and Blow a Fuse. So the Turn It On is the most subtle, however, it's also the lightest one, so it's showing up the most. Again, you crank it up, it has a little bit more, almost like a warmer pigment to it, and then it's got that sheen, and then you get to Blow a Fuse, and it's, to me, the least pigmented of the three, but it has the most, I guess, sparkle or glitter, I'm not sure. But glitter is what it is. But that's what those three look like side by side. So let's just go ahead and then jump over to the gold palette so that I can give you swatches of that one. Here you've got the three on the gold side. You've got Turn It On Gold, Crank It Up Gold, and Blow a Fuse Gold. You can see that really is a true gold. It's a little bit darker for what I would use on my skin tone. But there you go. So you have got Turn It On, which is supposed to be the most subtle. You've got Crank It Up, which is the darkest of the three, and it also has that sheen. And then you've got Blow a Fuse, which is the lightest of the three, but it's got that glitter. And that's what they look like right there. So let's go ahead and go into thoughts. Now, I did use this for a few days. It's not what I'm wearing today. I used it for a few days so that I could try both out and so that I could, you know, basically try each one in both palettes out. Let me start off with the subtle. Now, the subtle version on both is just that. It's subtle, and the formula is really nice. I think it's a very, very good formula if you like a subtle glow. I personally am not real thrilled about a subtle glow, so that one wouldn't get a whole lot of use from me. So then moving on to Turn It Up, I also think this is a really, really good powder on both palettes. I do think that the gold palette, this powder right here, is going to be better suited for medium to deep skin tones, just because on my skin tone it's just a little too dark. I can't pull it off as a highlight. It would have to be more of like a, it'd have to warm up my face, but definitely not in the highlighter sense. And then you've got Blow a Fuse, which to me on both of them is a dud, because there's really no, to me there's no highlight there. It's just a bunch of glitter, and as much as I love glitter, this one in my opinion does not adhere well to the skin. So you put it on and it's like, just like the glitter falls off or something. Anyways, so to me on both palettes, this Blow a Fuse was kind of a dud. I just wasn't really super impressed. However, these two, let me find them. These first two are definitely very wearable, very usable, and I do think they are very, very good highlighters. Now, for final thoughts, I mean, this is kind of one of those things where I wasn't dazzled, but I wasn't disappointed. I was just kind of, you know, in between. Now, like I said, I did want to pick them up because I like supporting collaborations between YouTubers and popular brands, because it's just, it's nice to give them that support. I don't know, then again, let me backtrack. Smashbox has never really been a brand that I have been super impressed with when it comes to their powders and things. In fact, when it comes to a lot of their things. I've got a few of their lipsticks, so I love their liquid lipstick. The Always On liquid lipstick. I love those. I think those are some of the best formula. I've got a few of their blushes I picked up, if you remember the blush palette during the holiday season. I just really don't have a lot when it comes to Smashbox. I'm not a fan of their eyeshadows. So I guess my expectations weren't super high when, you know, for these, just because I already know in my mind my expectation for Smashbox. I just know that usually I don't pick up stuff from that brand because of that reason. I'm just not super overwhelmed. In fact, I'm very underwhelmed. However, I do think if you want to, one, if you want to support Casey, this is absolutely a must-have. Two, if you are, now these were $35 each. If you want to, if you're not into glitter, but you're willing to pick it up for the first two and you don't mind a more subtle highlight, I think absolutely then definitely you want to pick it up. So for someone like me who loves a really stunning highlight, I mean as far as like intense, and I'm talking intense all the time. There is rarely a time where I take it you know, or take it low key. I really, really do like an intense highlight, so this just really wasn't up my alley for that. But I did, as far as, it does not mean the product is bad just because it's not my preference. The first two powders, the first two powders really are good and do perform well. It's just not suited to what I like. And then the third one I think most people can take or leave just because the glitter just does not stay. It just does not adhere well at all, and there's not a whole lot of pigment there. So I hope this video helps you if you've been on the fence of picking these up, or if you've been wondering which one you should pick up. If you are fair to light skin, I definitely don't think you need to pick up the gold unless you truly want to. And then for medium to deeper skin tones, I really think the gold would be truly more suited to you. So the nice thing about these is that there's two, and that it's just not one, you know, one shade for all. It's, you know, a couple of different ones to help meet that skin tone need, which is nice. So I hope you have found this video helpful. Before I let you go, let me give you the verse of the day, and it comes from Psalm 139:14, and it says, "I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made." So just remember that you are unique, you are special. God made you unique. There's no one else in the world like you, and that is a very special and wonderful thing. All right, guys, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel so that you're notified of future videos that I post. To my current subscribers, thank you so much for sticking with me and for continually watching my videos and sending me feedback. It is very, very appreciated. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.